Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this morning with Fred and Macie, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is her ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and the motivations that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give the correction, and the only correction that we give here at school is a little tug and let go on her training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that you will be using, and Macie will come home with her very own training collar, and you'll be taught how to use it properly during your lesson. Now, if you notice, Macie's sitting very nicely at Fred's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we would like to demonstrate for you is heeling. The command is Macie heel, and at this point her job is to match pace with you. So no dragging you down the street, walking nicely at your pace with her shoulders even to your left leg, and each time that you stop walking, she's been taught to sit automatically and wait for her next command. So if you stop to cross traffic or talk to a neighbor, she should be sitting quietly at your left, waiting for her next command. The next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command. The open left palm about an inch or so from her muzzle, and the one-word firm command to stay. The long sit stay when you're practicing at home is for 1 minute, working up to 3 minutes. And this is a good exercise for helping to develop self-control. When Fred returns back to her, she should remain seated until he gets all the way back around to her shoulders, and at this point he gives her a little pat for praise, and she expects to get another command, and they take off heeling again. And remember to tell your dog what you want from her. Macie heel. Your stationary exercises are one-word commands, so it's stay. She's doing really very, very well. Now the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the recall. You heard Fred use her name, Macie, calm, happy voice. She comes right in front and sits facing your knees. That eliminates all that jumping all over the place, and then she returns back to heel position. Fred leaves her again in a sit stay. Now she got up, so you heard him say no, and then he repeated the command, sit, stay. And he'll demonstrate that recall exercise again for us. Now all of these exercises, if you notice, are very controlled, very low key, getting her to focus and pay attention, being a lady. Nice walking on a leash. Nice stays, and remember your exercises should be practiced indoors as well as outdoors. Now the next exercise that Fred will demonstrate for you is the down from heel position. So with the dog seated at your left, you use your open flat of your palm straight down toward the ground on the one-word command to down. Your long down stay you can practice right in your living room. It's 3 minutes, working up to 5 minutes. And these stationary exercises are really good for her. When Fred returns back to her, he will walk all the way around her, just as he did on the sit stay. As an additional distraction, he returns back to heel, and they take off heeling again, and they will demonstrate that down from a heel one more time. She's trying so hard. And she, believe it or not, has good focus. She's looking up at Fred. She's a little soft. And like I said, practice these exercises in your house, because that's where a lot of your misbehavior. She wasn't all the way down, and Fred went back and made her lay all the way down. It's not frigid out here by any means, but it's not warm either, so she's a little bit of a press. Now this time Fred will call her in out of that exercise. He praises her when she's coming. Coming's always a good thing. Back to heel. And now the very last exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you will be your down from a distance. This is a little bit harder exercise because you're not right next to the dog. You leave your dog in a sit-stay. Walk out to the end of your training leash. You're going to use your right hand to give the command this time, and it's the one-word command to down. That was perfect. Doesn't get any better than that. Now this is the foundation that we've started with Macie. Her heel, her automatic sit, her stay, her down from a distance, and her come. She's really done a good job here. She's learned to crate very nicely. She's just really done well. I can't say enough good about her for, you know, a weimaraner. She has done exceedingly well. We've really enjoyed having her, and thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.